I have to do my show.
I can't help it, Your Honor.
Oh my god, did you just call me Your Honor?
Yeah.
Babe.
Baby.
Baby. Dude, you're so epic.
Oh, you're so pumped.
Oh, you are. Oh, please drum all the small things on my ass when we get home.
Yeah. Hands or sticks?
Kim and Kourtney, the Kardashian sisters, forever locked in drama. One moment they laughing and playing around like besties. Next moment they at each other's throats like sworn enemies. What once looked like an unbreakable sister bond on reality TV is now showing everybody just how fragile it really is. With tears streaming down her face, Kourtney breaks down and calls Kim out, claiming she's trying to sabotage her fairy tale marriage with Travis Barker. That accusation ain't random. It's the type that exposes years of tension bubbling under the surface. Kourtney truly believed Kim has never, not once, been genuinely happy for her. See, every time Travis showers Kourt with love the roses, the PDA, the over-the-top romance, Kim's sitting there looking pressed. In Kourtney's eyes, it ain't just shade, it's straight jealousy. She swear Kim wanna feel that same kind of passion and effortless love story, but can't find it. And let's be real, Kim built her whole empire, reinventing herself, hustling non-stop, and staying in that spotlight. That's her comfort zone. Kourtney, total opposite. She craves peace, privacy, and a life that don't revolve around cameras. And that's the core of the problem. The show be magnifying them differences. Kourt feeling like she gotta bear her true self while Kim steady, putting on for the cameras with all that glitz and glam. That constant clash got every scene turning into a battleground. And through all their ups and downs, one thing don't change. Kourtney still feel like Kim's moves, no matter how polished, always come with a side of envy attached. All these public blow-ups keep reminding folks that being sisters in the spotlight ain't no fairy tale. Fame, rivalry, and their own personal struggles stay tangling up their bond. One moment that really stands out is when Kim got accused of trying to sabotage Kourtney's relationship with her now hubby, Travis Barker. Kourtney herself has shared emotional moments where she straight up felt betrayed by her own blood. Deep down, she'd been wrestling with the idea that Kim might actually be jealous of her marriage, and that thought cut her deep, making her question just how solid their sisterhood really is. But that so-called jealousy don't just stop at Kourt's love life. Word is, Kim been salty over Kourtney's independence and her whole vibe for years. See, Kim out here living loud, front and center, feeding off the cameras, while Kourtney been about family and keeping her world private. That contrast? It stay causing friction, cause sometimes it feels like Kim resent the way Kourt can set boundaries and still shine without giving up her whole soul to the public eye. Even their careers tell two totally different stories. Kourtney went her own way, pushing lifestyle brands that matched her personal values, while Kim turned reality TV fame into a billion-dollar empire with her name stamped on everything. That separation, it might have made Kim low-key bitter, like Kourt stepping outside the Kardashian-Jenner brand was some kind of threat. And let's not forget, Kim's competitive streak always popping up, from fights over business ventures, social media clout, or just who getting the most media shine. Their relationship done rode more highs and lows than a roller coaster. All that non-stop public scrutiny just makes the mess between Kim and Kourtney louder. Fans and haters both pick apart every move they make, every word they drop, and that constant spotlight don't make their bond any easier. If anything, it just pours gas on top of issues that been brewing. Now don't get it twisted, it ain't always toxic. There's been plenty of times Kim and Kourt had each other's backs, celebrating wins and holding each other down through hard times. But even in them sweet moments, there's still that ugly undercurrent of jealousy and resentment messing up the picture. For Kourtney, feeling played by Kim's shade and seeing envy in her eyes has been painful as hell. It's the reminder that sisterhood gets complicated when you mix in insecurities, fame, and success. Whether they can push through and rebuild that bond is still up in the air. Then here come Travis, stirring the pot even more. His presence done turned an already messy situation into straight chaos. Folks say Kim, ever the businesswoman, look at Kourtney's love story like dollar signs, something to boost ratings instead of a real relationship. And that right there got Kourt furious. To her, that's not just business, that's betrayal. She see it as her sister using her happiness for clout. In Kourtney's mind, Kim ain't just being shady. She got darker motives behind the smile. Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe it's Kim's own track record of failed relationships making her salty. Or maybe she just wishing she had the kind of raw, unfiltered love Kourt found with Travis. Either way, Kourtney can't shake the feeling that Kim's negativity casting a dark shadow over what should have been her happiest chapter. chapter. Kourtney's full-on emotional breakdown had the whole situation exploding. Social media lit up with speculation, fans and blogs dissecting every tear and every word, making the drama even hotter. Her vulnerability showed just how raw the wound was, but the full truth? Still murky. The big question hanging in the air is, can these two even fix this broken sisterhood? Nobody knows, but one thing's guaranteed: the world stay glued to Kim and Kourtney's chaos. Their relationship been tense for years, never really looking like the perfect sister bond folks might expect. And now, after so many ups and downs in front of the cameras, that tension finally snapped when Kourtney broke down in tears. And them tears, they weren't just sister squabbles, they were the product of deep pain, rooted in Kim allegedly meddling in Kourtney's marriage with Travis Barker. The Kardashians been living under the spotlight forever, with fans gawking at their designer clothes, lavish trips, and TV drama. But underneath all that glitter, the real-life mess been spilling. As the oldest Kardashian, Kourtney Dunn had her share of draining arguments with Kim, her younger sis, and the latest tea shocked a lot of people. The news that Kim might have been interfering in Kourtney's marriage hit hard. It cracked open a wound that had been festering for years. And for Kourt, that betrayal stung worse than anything, cause sisterhood is supposed to be sacred, built on love, not sabotage. On their reality show, fans got a raw, unfiltered moment when Kourtney completely broke down on camera, showing just how deep the hurt runs. When Kourtney broke down, the world finally saw the real, not just the glam, the designer fits, or the staged moments, but the raw, human emotions underneath. Her tears weren't just sadness, they carried anger, disappointment, and that deep sting of betrayal. And that's why so many people felt it. Everybody got family drama, everybody know what it's like to clash with siblings, so fans instantly connected. As viewers watched Kourtney struggle with the ugly side of sisterhood under a global spotlight, the reaction was sympathy. Folks been whispering for years about Kim, Travis, and that complicated triangle, and suddenly them old rumors didn't sound so far-fetched. In Hollywood, the tea always been that Kim had eyes for Travis way before he became Kourtney's husband. And Kourtney ain't blind, she seen the way Kim looked at him, heard the whispers, felt that tension in the room whenever he was around. So when she chose Travis, all that history made the relationship even messier. For Kourtney, it's not just about who Travis was, it's about whether her own sister ever respected or supported her happiness. Cause knowing that Kim might have once wanted her man, that's heavy. It left Kourt second guessing herself, wondering if Kim ever really believed she was worthy of Travis in the first place. And that cut deep. And that cut. Cause this ain't just jealousy, it's personal. In a world where beauty and desirability are treated like currency, Kourtney feeling like Kim once thought she ain't enough for Travis slices at her self-worth. It's not just her marriage on the line, it's her confidence, her identity, and the constant pressure of living up to Kim's standard in a society that already sets impossible ones. In Hollywood, image is everything, and when you live in life under a microscope, every move gets judged. For Kourtney, it ain't just about being a wife, a mom, and a businesswoman. She probably felt like she had to prove she was truly worthy of Travis's love. And for Kim, whoa, watching her big sis marry the very man she might have once had her eye on had to bruise that ego. Cause in Kim's mind, that's a win she thought should have been hers. What she left with instead is envy, regret, and that what if energy that never really goes away. And since they living in the public eye, them emotions get amplified by the cameras, the headlines, and the constant gossip. Every time the media gush over Kourtney and Travis, it probably feel like a reminder to Kim of the opportunity she lost. Now, both sisters do try to play it cool, keeping the family united for the cameras, showing up for milestones, and clapping for each other's wins. But behind that polished front, there's tension simmering, low-key jealousy, hurt, and emotions they ain't never really worked through. The story of Kim, Kourtney, and Travis Barker ain't just about celebrity drama, it's about the mess that comes with sibling rivalry, envy, and desire. It's a reminder that no matter how rich or famous you are, insecurities and raw feelings don't disappear. Only time gonna tell if these sisters can ever truly heal and find peace while still living in the spotlight, with the world watching their every move.